so keep dancing. I can't stop the. I can't stop the. I can't stop the. I can't stop the. I can't stop the feeling. I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. I can feel the good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All the things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. Got this feeling in my body. I can't stop the feeling. Got this feeling in my body. I can't stop the feeling. Wanna see you move your body. I can't stop the feeling. Got this feeling in my body. Got this feeling in my body. Got this feeling in my body.
Thank you all for coming to the class of 2019 Senior Baccalaureate. Tonight we celebrate the last 4 years, or better yet, surviving the last 4 years.
In all seriousness, this moment is surreal. If it hasn't sunk in yet, now is the time. We are going to be high school graduates out on our own in the blink of an eye. And as we sit next to our friends, some of which we've known for almost 18 years, and some of which we've had the pleasure of getting to know this year, we couldn't be more grateful for the community and family that Dublin High has given us. It's true what they say, the people you surround yourself with will affect your future, but there is no doubt in my mind that every single one of our futures will be bright alongside such talented, dedicated individuals.
Let everything sink in this afternoon, seniors. Hug your friends a little tighter. Thank your families for the ups and downs. Nothing will ever be as it is right now. So take heart, breathe deep. The journey we are on might be harder and longer than we think, but we are ready. We have the strength we need to grow in patience and courage as we unfold into the future.
Our class advisors have been the people who stood next to us through countless homecoming and prom and ball meetings. While some ideas that we've had might have been a little crazy, most of them have been just crazy enough to work. Thank you for always being positive and for always supporting us.
To address our senior class for the very last time, here's Michael D'Ambrosio and Kelly Ball.
Good afternoon, class of 2019, family and friends. Here we are. In less than 2 weeks, we will see caps flying into the air and the page of this chapter turning into a completion. Seniors, you are almost done with this thing called high school and on to the next best thing. For today, let's reflect on some memories and well wishes from the DHS family with a couple of staff shout outs. From Ms. Sundstrom.
I will always remember the class of 2019 calling me Mother Sundstrom. It has been so fun to get to know all of you, not just as my students, but as friends and classmates of Emma. You are an amazing group of young people, and you have filled my last 4 years with smiles and laughter and countless fond memories. I know it's time for you to go to work your magic in the world, but know that I will truly miss you. From Coach O, I remember when Grant Manning and Sam Gilliam hit back-to-back home runs against Monte Vista High School, leading the Gales to a 6-4 victory. Stedman, Manning, McMahon, Rowan, Gilliam, Toke, and Gaynor, you have built a strong foundation for future Gales to come.
From Miss Kim, I will definitely miss the class of 2019. Special shout outs. To Harsha for always helping clear my calculators after tests, to Amberly for working hard and having it pay off in my class, to Emmanuel's beautiful auto-tuned voice, to Noah and Caitlin for being such sweet, kind souls, to Ryan who always finds 2-for-1 amazing deals, even on lawnmowers, to the 2 cuties in my AP Stats couples corner, to Sumeth, who had me as a freshman and a senior, to Lauren, my constant sophomore shusher, to Ritu and Valerie for always making me laugh, to Hannah C, Hannah G, Naomi, Layla, can't wait to continue our real talk from after school the other day. I'm going to miss you girls so much. I have too many awesome students to mention you all, but I have loved teaching you, and you help make such a stressful year doable. I wish you the absolute best. From Miss Rodriguez, shout out to my avid senior students. Remember all the fun times we had, especially our college tours, wink, wink. Have fun in college, follow your dreams, and remember if you want to play hard, you have to work hard. Nothing is ever easy. Also to my former students, have fun in whatever you choose to do. I will always cheer you on in this journey called life.
From Coach Parker, to all the Gales M through R, and DHS football players, best of luck, and don't forget to check back in. From Miss Lawson, shout outs to Rudy and Colby, the knife men, Angela, Vince, Julia, and Brenda, quite but crazy different. Efficient. Justin and Jared, the drivers, Lizzie and Sav, our shoppers, Carson, Devin, Josh, our utility men, Angel, Tiffany, and Melody, our period 2 dream team, Noah, just efficient, Maddie always there, Tiana for a little salt, and Monique the baker.
From Principal Byrne, Class of 2019, it has been an honor and a pleasure to be a part of your lives these last 4 years. As some of you remember quite well, I was your assistant principal your freshman year, and many of you found your way to my office. I love that you have grown and matured and are continuing to find your way. For some of you, the last 4 years have been filled with growth, great memories, and amazing experiences. May the future get only better. And I know too that for some of you, this has not been an easy time and you have faced pain and hardship. Please be proud of yourself. You have made it despite an uphill battle. To all of you, may this be the launch of a future of growth, joy, and laughter. Remember that you are Gales, and Gales are kind. Gales dig in when things get tough, and Gales are grateful. I am grateful for each of you and send you off with love. From me, myself, Miss Ball. Last year was the greatest teaching year in my entire career in the classroom, and I just want to thank all of you who are in my US history class so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being sketchy that one week when I thought you were selling things to each other, but little did I know you were buying me checkered Vans, and I still wear those at least once a week. If you'd like to come down to Southern California, you can find me at Santa Barbara High. I will miss you so much.
So this is something that we wrote together. I remember one of the first days that I was teaching freshman leadership with this class. I told you about how I used to write these poems for my previous school that I was at. And you all asked me to write you one, and I said I would at your baccalaureate. You may not remember, but I certainly do. So we wrote one. Here it goes. Class of 2019, are we seriously here? My goodness, we remember yesterday when it felt like your freshman year. Your parents were shocked when we told them we could take HOCO. They thought we would just dilly-dally. Not only did you do that, we almost had Johnny Depp come to our night rally. You were the little ones on campus, though, that didn't stop you from making your mark. You came out with energy, determination, and gave DHS a necessary spark.
You're the class that invented Gale Day, hired food trucks to raise money. The tears, the hard work, even some of the nicknames you have are quite funny. McWetters. Number Hill, decorated by Dom and his crew. Sal Martin shocked the world and won HOCO King. Who knew? You were mentors and leaders and were guinea pigs for the 7th period day. You were such a big class, but we wouldn't have it any other way.
You laughed, cried, yelled, and sometimes you even got mean. Just know, though, we felt so lucky that we got to be the advisors for the class of 2019. You went to many events, like sports and theater and rallies, to name a few. You ran the juniors in Powder Puff. What was it, 36-22? You dabbed it up, hit the Quan, the whip, the Millie Rock, and now the Whoa. We had a lot of fun, but now it's time for us to get serious, though.
We thank you for letting us be a part of this class. We will miss you so much. Always know we are here and never too far out of touch. Don't forget the memories that you have made with so many in this room. So many of us in here watched you as your futures began to bloom.
It is your time now to go out into the world and live your dreams. Don't give up when it's tough. It's never as easy as it seems. You will have the moments where you feel knocked down and you just don't want to get up. When that is the case, feel free to come visit and say, hey, Mr. D, what's up?
We will miss you, class of 19, and know that your parents will as well. Just know that in our hearts, you will always be a Gale.
Our gift to you we gave to you about an hour ago was a penny. But why? Look at the penny and you will understand. Honest Abe Lincoln is on the front. Always be honest with yourself and others.
The word liberty, as they say in the Navy, you are now at liberty, and that means you are free to do as you like. Don't waste that freedom. In God we trust. You must trust in someone or something. You can't go through life alone. Trust in yourself, trust in God, trust the life you make.
A penny may be worth only 1 cent, and you can't buy much with a penny anymore. However, every dollar is made up of 100 pennies, and every kid's piggy bank starts with just one.
The penny, like each of you, is not made of pure silver or gold. But surely if you put enough pennies together, they will amount to something.
We ask that you go out into the world and amount to something. Set your own value on life. Set your own standards and goals.
And in case you need it, there is your penny for good luck.
Congratulations, class of 2019. One last time, can we get a Go Gales?
Okay. Since freshman year, many of us bopped to jazz music at talent shows and band concerts. Their performances truly became something that students and families both began to look forward to.
Please welcome Carly Lopez, Jiwon Han, Sam Smith, Zach Larson, JT Happ, Claire Rosefield, and Anthony Sharton performing Haitian Fight Song by Charles Mingus.
He's getting his sax. No, don't go, don't go, don't go.
Thank you, Jazz. That was amazing.
Speaking of amazing, we have some very special introductions for our class parents.
Hello, my name is Zach Rowan, and my mom is Jen Rowan. And throughout these past 4 years, she has just put in so much work into this class and this school, and especially this year, she has given her heart and her soul to this class. So thank you, Mom.
Hi, my name is Carly Lopez. My mom is Casey Lopez, and I wanted to thank her for all her hard work and dedication these past 4 years.
Hello, my name is Anthony Sharton, and my mom is Rhonda Sharton, and I would like to thank her for all her hard work and dedication to the class of 2019.
My name is Vanessa Weezer, and I'd like to thank my mom for everything she's done for me, as well as the senior class.
Hi, I'm Rudy Cabling. My mother is Suzanne Cabling, and I want to thank her for helping with the fundraising for our class.
My name is Jalen Terry, and my mom's Kim Thomas. I want to thank her for all her contributions to the school over the 4 years.
Hi, my name is Reed Gaynor, and my mom is Tammy Gaynor, and I want to thank her for making the class of 19 the best class ever.
My name is Coltrane Whiting, and my mom is Heather Whiting. I'd like to thank her for everything she's done for our class and say that I love her.
Okay, I'm already crying. That's better. Hello. Thank you for being here today to celebrate our graduating class of 2019. We would like to say a few thank yous before we continue with our program today. First, to Dublin High admin, staff, and teachers. You've created an amazing, creative, challenging, and spirited community on our DHS campus. Thank you for helping to shape and encourage these amazing young adults. To our class advisors, Michael D'Ambrosio and Kelly Ball, thank you for bringing your love, enthusiasm, your crazy, and your leadership to our class. We have done some pretty incredible things the last 4 years. To our class officers, thank you for organizing an amazing senior year, including this event. You've been amazing. Thank you. To all the parents of our 2019 students, all of you, if you ever donated your time, your talent, your yard, your car, your tools, your money, or a truckload of plywood, thank you. Whether it was for a snack bar, teacher's luncheon, homecoming, gates, or a fireworks booth, thank you. We could not do any of this without your generosity. And to our students, the graduating class of 2019, thank you. It's been an honor to be a small part of the last 4 years. There is so much talent and ambition and compassion and joy in this class. You've continually surprised us with your accomplishments, your goals, and your dreams. I will miss you terribly, all of you, sorry. And I'm so excited to see what you do in this world. So at this time, I'd like Michelle Weezer to come up, and we're going to read something for you. You ready? Take a deep breath. Yeah. All right, this poem is called Let Me Hold You Longer by Karen Kingsbury. Long ago, you came to me, a miracle of firsts, first smiles and teeth and baby steps, a sunbeam on the burst. But one day you will move away and leave to me your past, and I will be left thinking of a lifetime of lasts. The last time I held a bottle to your baby lips. The last time I lifted you up and held you on my hip. The last night when you woke me up crying, needing to be walked. The last time you crawled up with your blanket, wanting to be rocked.
The last time when you ran to me, still small enough to hold. The last time that you said you'd marry me when you grew old. Precious simple moments and bright flashes from your past. Would I have held on longer if I'd known they were your last? Our last adventure to the park, your final midday nap. The last time when you wore a favorite faded baseball cap. Your last few hours of kindergarten, those last days of first grade, your last at bat in Little League, the last color picture you made.
The last time you caught a frog in that old backyard pond. The last time you ran barefoot across our fresh-cut lawn. Still scattered images will represent your past. I keep on taking pictures, never quite sure of your lasts. The last time I combed your hair, stopped a pillow fight. The last time I prayed with you and tucked you in goodnight. The last time we cuddled with a book, just me and you. The last time you jumped into our bed and slept between us two.
The last piano lesson, the last vacation to the lake, your last few weeks of middle school, the last soccer goal you'd make. I look ahead and dream of days that haven't come to pass, but as I do, I sometimes miss today's sweet, precious lasts. The last time that I mean your dad, helped you with a math or spelling test. The last time that I shouted, yes, your room is still a mess. The last time that you needed me for a ride from here to there. The last time you spent the night with your old tattered bear. My life keeps moving faster, stealing precious days that pass. I want to hold on longer. I want to recognize your lasts. The last time you needed my help with details of a dance. The last time that you asked me for advice about romance.
The last time you talked to me about your hopes and dreams. The last time you wore a jersey for your high school team. I've watched you grow and barely notice seasons as they pass. If I could freeze the hands of time, I'd hold on to your lasts. For some bright fall morning, you'll be going far away. College life will beckon in a brilliant sort of way. One last hug, one last kiss goodbye, one last goodbye, one quick hurried kiss. One last time to understand just how much you will be missed. I'll watch you leave and think of how fast our time together passed. Let me hold on longer, God, to every precious last. Thank you.
Good afternoon, class of 2019, parents, families, friends, teachers, and administration. My name is Darby Lampy, and this is Tara Magnuson. More than likely, over the last 3 weeks or so, you've been receiving a secret message or emails from Tara and I. Probably not terribly secret, but we do our best. Tara and I have the honor, and it really is an honor, to coordinate a gift to show the immense appreciation that the families have for 8 very special moms: Heather Whiting, Kim Thomas, Tammy Gaynor, Casey Lopez, Jen Rowan, Rhonda Sharton, Susan Cabling, and Michelle Weiser. Each of these ladies have lent their talent, skills, and individual passions in their own ways to help the class of 2019 have a remarkable 4 years. I can sit here and list out the dances, homecomings, teacher appreciation weeks, registration days. Every 15 minutes, the list goes on and on, where these ladies happily stepped up to help make things happen. And that does not even touch what senior year involves. Seriously, my head spins when I think about all the passion, love, and work that is put into making sure that senior year is made into a memory that these students will cherish for a very long time. What these ladies have done and will continue to do until June 1st at 6 a.m. truly is immeasurable. However, through the generous donations from the class of 2019, we may be able to start to return the love and appreciation in the form of a gift. Each of these wonderful ladies are receiving gifts of pampering at a spa, the gift of shopping for someone other than their kids, and a nice dinner out with a significant other that I am assuming has not seen much of them for the past few months, even in some cases, years. We are all very fortunate to have these ladies that love each and every student of the Dublin High School class of 2019. I have seen this myself. Give them a huge hug when you see them. Thank them for their unending generosity and giving of their time. And thank you to the parents for giving unselfishly and allowing us to thank these ladies so very well. So at this time, we will give them their gifts.
All right, well, that's going to be hard to follow up, but thank you guys so much for all of your hard work. Another round of applause for our amazing moms. Speaking of amazing, homecoming has always been something that our class has been known for. Our skits, our floats, and areas have always gone above and beyond to showcase our talents as both students and performers. However, time and time again, we have been amazed at how many talents our class has otherwise.
From DECA to HOSA to Color Garden Band, they've all placed first in their events, to going to the Rita Moreno Awards for acting, shout out Priyanka, to cross country, finishing top 4 in the state 3 years in a row. It's pretty clear that our class has left its mark on DHS. Here to speak about their favorite memories over the past 4 years, we have Emma Caulfield, John Solis, Hannah Chen, Shazi Ayub, Malika Pajuri, Caitlin Hammond, Dom Ortega, and Michael Partridge.
What's up, class of 2019? Let's take a trip down memory lane starting at freshman year. As we all know, freshman year was a defining year for us all. This was a time where we were finding new friends and we decided who we are and what we wanted to do in high school. We have come from different middle schools, but all that ceased to matter as we united together as Gales. High school was a new experience for us all, and whether it be navigating the largely crowded campus or trying to find our way to FMP, DHS was a new scary place. Coming out of middle school, high school seemed like such a scary place for us all. Having to adjust our morning schedules, meet other new students, and adjust to courses seemed like such intimidating tasks.
The freshmen had to make an image at DHS define what the class of 2019 was all about. And let me just say, we started off with a bang. We really came together as a class, and I loved seeing everyone put in spirit and hard work to show the other classes that we meant business. Our first few weekends of freshman year were always jam-packed with homecoming and homework. We really thought we had a lot of homework back then. One of my favorite memories from freshman year was the early 4 a.m. morning on the lawn in front of the Performing Arts Center during homecoming week. That day, I slept through almost all of my classes because I was so exhausted, but it was worth it because our Willy Wonka themed area filled with real candy stunned the judges. As our parents drove us to the homecoming football game, we filled into the bleachers, and that day we became part of a special group. We were the freshman class that won homecoming.
Daddy's money. Speaking of memories, my favorite one from freshman year was forming our own band called 630. Shout out Gabe, Hunter, and Hannah. Throughout the 4 years of playing songs with the band, I developed so many relationships with people, both outside and within our community. We all learned so much about ourselves and exceeded our expectations, growing tremendously along the way. Although the 4 years of gigs and practices flew by like the blink of an eye, they will always be remembered forever.
Now as we inch closer and closer to graduation, we all have different paths that we're going on. And no matter where we end up, I know if we bring the same amount of spirit and hard work that we demonstrated in freshman year, we're all gonna be so successful. I'm so excited to see the places we will go. Go Gales!
Now we have Hannah and Shazi.
And now we have Hannah and Shazi to talk about our sophomore year.
Thank you, John and Emma. That was great. You know, Hannah, sophomore year kind of gets stuck with the middle child reputation of the high school classes. It often gets ignored, overshadowed, and sometimes even forgotten. However, I think sophomore year was a pretty pivotal transition for many of us. We began to take harder classes, involve ourselves more, and even develop the study habits that we would take with us into the future. For a lot of us, it was the year of our very first AP class, and whether that was AP Chem or AP Euro, I'm sure we can all agree that it was a bit of a shock, especially transitioning from freshman year. Now, it's pretty debatable whether I spent most of my time actually listening to the Euro lectures or just staring at Mr. Rod's hair. Sorry, rude kids, you can't relate, but
I was a rude kid.
No, but that class brought me into a whole new world of DBQs, discussions, all-nighters. No, but really sophomore year wasn't that bad at all. I remember starting my driver's ed class, dreaming about the day that I would finally get to have my own car. I remember when my track coach finally stopped calling me freshman. I remember finally being able to go off campus for the first time. And I remember when all of us together held our breath in unison the night of the presidential election results. Yes, I know some of you are still holding your breath. But at the end of the day, at the end of the year, I had made friends that will last me a lifetime. So here's a thank you to sophomore year, and here's Hannah with a little bit more.
Okay, wow, sophomore year, maybe for me, one of the lows in the highs and lows of high school. Just like what Shazi mentioned, we were also excited to get rid of the title of freshman, and I guess we started feeling like this high school was our own. We started feeling prepared to take on classes, the new people, and the ridiculously large campus, and it started to seem like Dublin High was somewhere we could call home. Despite the soul-sucking nature of the classes we all thought were a good idea to take, shout out AP Euro, Honors Chem, the worst of all, Algebra 2 with Trig. I guess the best lesson I think we got out of sophomore year was how to take L's like a champ. We started to realize that maybe we mess up, make mistakes, fail a few tests or two, get involved with the wrong people, and that's okay. We learn that life goes on and we grow from these mistakes. We're imperfect, and the experiences we have aren't all sunshines and rainbows, but it makes us stronger and it makes us who we are today. Best of all, I guess it prepared us for what junior year had to bring. With Malika and Caitlin. Yeah, they're gonna tell us about junior year.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much to Shazi and Hannah. My name is Malika Pajuri.
My name is Caitlin Hammond.
And in the hero's journey that is high school, we've reached the climax, junior year. A year flooded by the most dreadful acronyms known to man. The SAT, the ACT, the PSAT, APs, GPA. We spent long nights and tireless days grinding it out for our toughest year yet. But when all else failed, We ate our notes for better retention. I'm telling you, Miss Lawson, calculus notes are a great midnight snack.
But in between the homework and tests and projects, we came together to make some magic happen. We are such a strong class and we always come together. Like in homecoming, we traveled the galaxy together to give a killer dance, skit, area, and well, we'll pretend like the float didn't happen that year. We are the hardest working class when it comes to giving it our all. I mean, come on, we all know we were 100% robbed in homecoming our junior year. And speaking of dance, we looked fly at the Livermore Airport during prom, leaving our heels and dignity behind to dance the night away.
The rough patch that was junior year actually made us stronger and brought us closer together. We became a fearless group of young adults, ready to take on senior year altogether, one step at a time. We became a force to be reckoned with, excited to leave our mark on the school that left such a big mark on us. The teachers who pushed us to our limits helped us to discover our favorite subjects and our least favorite ones. Mr. Rubio, I promise you, I still miss the A-push days. We left the year with a greater understanding of who we are as individuals and who we can rely on during tougher times. The hub became our second home and a go-to napping spot. We spent lunchtime sharing our frustrations or laughs with the people that meant most to us. Oh, and how could we forget our procrastination pals, challenging us to wait until the humanly last second to complete assignments. What a rush.
But even after all the stress and anxiety that junior year brought us, it made us truly ready for our bright futures. We were so ready for the next and biggest step in our high school careers. We were ready to rule DHS as seniors. So even though it was one hell of a year, we say thank you, junior year, for making us so ready for our final and greatest year of high school. Thank you. Now we have Dom and Michael talking about senior year.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Michael Partridge.
I'm Dom Ortega, and we were surprisingly asked to talk about our senior year because we have no experience talking in front of all these people. So at the beginning of the year, Michael and our friend group decided, let's make this the best year. We decided to do everything, but some of us chickened out at the last minute on some certain things, but we wanted to make this as memorable as possible.
Senior year. It's been one hell of a ride, right? Who knew our last year could be so much fun?
Do you guys remember getting up super early and taking the longest possible trail to get up to Number Hill? As someone who has gone up the hill multiple times, there's faster ways. And it was nice to know that me changing the hill for the last time, I don't have to worry about my sister's upperclassmen friends trying to get me.
Fast forward to homecoming week, where in a freak turn of events, me and Dom both decided to join in on the fun. But it was one of the best decisions of my entire life. I will always remember rushing straight from work to get to skit dance practice, just to hang out with this amazing group of people. Shout out to Lauren and Dianca for teaching these two left feet how to dance somewhat well in the skit rally too.
So like we said, we both really wanted to try and do everything, and that included Mr. Dublin. But as you know, neither of us were in the show because we have a great fear of standing in front of many people. So it really turned out well for us. But the guys did a great job. Jackson got his head shaved, and that was pretty funny to watch on Snapchat. But fast forward to Ball, which was surprisingly really fun, even though the dance floor was really crowded, and seeing Skylar try and make so many different mosh pits. And it's pretty scary for me because every time it seemed I was right next to him, and seeing someone so tall come so close to crashing into you is just the most terrifying thing. And then looking up and seeing some idiot try and crowd surf.
Thank you, Miss Ball, for getting me down safely, by the way, and not kicking me out. So tomorrow is our last Monday of senior year and our high school career altogether. My bad. I'm happy, sad, and scared all at the same time. We just watched the film festival on Friday. If you got tickets, they sold out in like 2 minutes or something like that. Let me just say, it was really surreal watching all our friends on the big screen. After yesterday, I have a whole new respect for cheerleaders doing Powder Puff in the rain and cold. It was insane. But I'm glad I could trust Riley, Alex, and Dom to catch me, no matter what happened. Thank you all who also participated in Powder Puff, making it the greatest experience I've ever had in high school. And with only 12 days left, we only have 12 days until we step into that stadium as high school students for the last time. And it's going to be hard to say goodbye to everything we've done here.
So finally, I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who's made high school so special for me, from the teachers to my friends, and especially my family, who's worked so hard to make this 4 years so good. And I'd like to apologize to Miss Ball for accidentally ruining an episode of Game of Thrones when I walked into your classroom. I'm really sorry, but season finale's tonight, so let's see what happens. And I'd like to thank the class of 2019 for making it such a great 4 years and having this being one of my greatest years of high school.
Looking back, I have to say I'm going to miss driving all my friends to lunch every single day, and then proceeding to tailgate in the parking lot, frustrating Miss K and the rest of the campus security. I'm going to miss dressing up in ridiculous spirit gear and going to the football games, screaming my lungs out. I'm going to miss brainstorming about senior pranks with my friends. For some reason, we really wanted to get a cow on top of the old gym, for some reason.
I told him not to.
Yeah. But most importantly, I'm going to miss all the friends I've made throughout the years. The class of 2019 really is the end of an era. I mean, have you seen the lowerclassmen? It's all downhill from here. But seriously, thank you to all my friends and family for making this last year one to remember. We finally did it. I'm excited to see where the world's going to take us. Thank you.
Thank you.
We know that high school has had its trials and tribulations. Throughout it all, I'm sure we've told our friends to relax and that everything will work out.
Inspired by our everyday resilience, we have Jada Legaspi performing Don't You Worry About a Thing by Tori Kelly.
Yeah. Everybody's got a thing, but some don't know how to handle it. Always reaching out in vain, just taking the things not worth having. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, mama. 'Cause I'll be standing on the side when you check it out. They say your style of life's a drag and that you won't go other places. Just don't you feel too bad when you get fooled by smiling faces. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, baby. 'Cause I'll be standing on the side when you check it out. When you get off your trip, don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Come on. Everybody needs a chance to check out the new. But you're the only one who sees the changes you put yourself through. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing.
That was amazing, Jada. Thank you so much. Our past 4 years have been filled with lots of days that were picture perfect.
With that in mind, enjoy a slideshow with some of our best moments as a class, and of course, some throwbacks.
Best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. You can run the mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile. You could be the hero, you can get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke. Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try? Do it for your country, do it for your name. Cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Politicians be preachers, yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame, yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. hang on to the moment we're in. Of all the things we will remember, the good, the bad, and all the blessings in disguise. Today will stick with me forever, even if we have to say goodbye. Where does the time go? I keep losing track. Where does the time go? We're too young to get lost looking back. Life doesn't always give us answers. Some dots they won't connect until the years go by. If we're not meant to be together, someday we'll know the reasons why. Of all the things we will remember, the good, the bad, and all the blessings in disguise. Today will stick with me forever, even if we have to say goodbye. Where does the time go? I don't want this to end. Where does the time go? Let's hang on to the moment we're in.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, hope you choose the one that means the most to you.
Hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance.
And if it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, more than anything, I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming. There's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanna do. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish.
hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. And hope when the crowd
crowd screams out, they're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you'll say, it's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. I did it all. I hope you dance my wish for you. I hope you dance. It's a climb. I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
Yeah, this is my wish.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before. I'll be there for you. 'Cause you're there for me too. You're still in bed at 10 and work again at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the world was brought you down to your knees. And I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. No one could ever know me. No one could ever see me. Since you're the only one who knows what it's like to be me. Someone to face the day with, make it through all the rest with. Someone I always laugh with, even at my worst, my best with you. Yeah. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, even your year. 600 minutes, 525,000 moments, oh dear. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife. In 525,600 minutes, how do you measure a year in the life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love.
525,600 minutes, 525 journeys to plan, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man?
In truths that she learned, or in times that he cried, in bridges he burned, or the way that she died. It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of friends. Remember love, love.
You got to remember the love. You know that love is a gift from up above. Share love, give love, spread love. Measure your life in love.
Seasons of love. Seasons of
Measure your life in love. I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band. I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I've become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far, I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I got some scars, I've been around. I felt some pain, I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
The next speaker is somebody who truly moves mountains at Dublin High. Constantly working behind the scenes, she's an inspiration to not only us officers, but to every student that's been in her class. We truly love you so much.
Please give a round of applause for our mentor, leadership inspiration, and much loved teacher, Miss Beck.
Hello, everybody. Hello, class of 19, parents, friends, family members, DHS staff, Warriors fans, Sharks fans. Don't worry, I won't say anything in case you're watching on delay. And as Dom mentioned, Game of Thrones fans eagerly awaiting tonight's finale, and everyone that's here today. My name is Kelly Beck, and I am a graduate of and teacher at Dublin High School. I'm not going to stand up here today and speak as if I've lived this long life and have the wisdom that my elders, aka Mr. Rubio, have. Shout out to him, he's on the way back from Oklahoma. He's very sad he couldn't be here today. However, while my life hasn't been particularly long, it has been very full. And I had the same start as you. So what advice can I pass on to you at this point in your lives? It's only been 16 years since I sat where you are, although saying 16 years out loud since I've been in high school is a really long time. It's like a whole pubescent teenager of time. But anyway, it's been 16 years since I was about to be a graduate of Dublin High School myself, about to take on the last weeks with the people that I had been with throughout my whole life. Confucius said that life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. So I'm gonna listen to my boy Confucius, and I'm gonna give you some simple advice. First, take it all in. I know people complain about Dublin and there's nothing to do and how they can't wait to get out of here. Trust me, I said the same things. But take this week, not to look ahead, but to really look around and take it all in and appreciate what you have here because you're really lucky. College, the military, your job, your big move, all that is gonna be waiting for you after May 31st. I know everything in the last 2 weeks can be hectic and you kind of lose sight of what's important. You have finals and projects due, and obviously grades are important, but this is one of those real life finals. The final time that you have all together and the final time of being a kid. These are the last days where it's a guarantee you'll see everyone in this room. Many of you will be lucky enough to stay in touch and hold tight to those bonds that you made, and some sadly won't, but that's okay. That's life, things happen, people grow and change. But what's not okay is to let these last days go to waste. The old adage is unfortunately true. We often don't realize what we have or truly appreciate something until it's gone. But look at these people. Look at what you have here. Trust me, it's very special. The benefit that you have is that you're a part of a community that cares, that really cares. We care so much that many of us have come back to the community that built us so that we can pass those traditions and experiences on to you. and pass our wisdom, however short our years may be, onto you as well. So take it all in. My second piece of advice is this. Find something that truly makes you feel alive and happy. If you've had me in class, you may remember that I worked in sports broadcasting before I became a teacher. I had a fun mini career working in sports, and it was awesome, but it was not the perfect fit. I love what I do now every single day. So find what makes you happy and don't stop until you've done that. That skill of perseverance that you've gained from school, sports, music, dance, drama, whatever it is. Don't stop searching. I could have had a good life working in television, but I had one day where I asked myself, if this is all I ever did, would I be happy? If my life ended tomorrow, would I feel like I've served my purpose on this earth? And the answer was no, not really. If I had settled, I wouldn't be standing here looking at you right now. If I had settled and stayed, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to have taught you, to have coached you, to have shared many laughs with you and tears. There are things that you'll get to do in life that are very cool, like really cool. Sometimes it's the cool things or the easy things that are difficult to let go of when the other option is hard work, long hours, and seemingly low perks. My job right now is not easy, and although I think it's really cool, I bet a lot of people would not. But I leave my job every day feeling like I've made a difference. Some days the difference is difficult to see, but those days when you know you've been there for another person, when you know you've made a positive impact on another life, that's what I had been searching for. And I was lucky, I found it pretty early. But I'm able to have this opportunity right now because I didn't settle. Leaving a job, relationships, 350 plus sunny days in Arizona, which would be amazing right now. And while all those things are really important to me, none of that compares to the feeling that I have looking out at you and spending every day with you in school. Maybe it's not a job that'll make you feel fulfilled. Maybe it's a life of serving others, whether it's God or family or your country or those in your community. Maybe it's caring for a grandparent that'll make you help you find your purpose, or finding your soulmate. But whatever you do with your life, don't stop, don't settle. Search for what makes you happy and go get that. My last piece of advice is something my sister, Mrs. Jakubowicz, says to her third graders at John Green Elementary. When you have the choice between being right and being kind, be kind. If you can be both, is my advice. But if you have to choose one, choose kindness. I can't tell you how many opportunities I've personally had because I've worked my butt off and I treat people well. When you do those things, other people will go out of their way to help you and help you succeed and give you the opportunities to do so. So stepping away from the advice for just a second, I just want to mention some things about your class. You are pretty awesome, but you're just so much more than being only the second freshman class ever to win homecoming. You're some of the most hilarious and passionate kids I've ever seen come through this school, and you have truly been a sight to behold. I've been lucky to come in contact with a lot of you over the past 4 years, and I know this sounds cheesy, but I'm cheesy, so whatever. You have touched my heart and blessed my days in my professional and personal life more than you can ever imagine. I will sincerely miss having my classroom filled with your laughter, your super random stories, jokes, you ragging on each other, and even the times when you're upset and in tears. Shakespeare said, all the world's a stage. But don't just be on the stage, own it. I used to teach Avid, and when they graduated, I said what they wanted for them for the future, and for my last little bits of advice, I'm gonna speak the same words to you now. Go forward, but don't forget to look back at the people and places that made you. Live proudly, but don't be afraid to own up to your mistakes when you make them. Be kind and share laughter, especially when things seem most difficult. And realize that hard work, while it is aptly named, is so much more worth it than taking the easy way out. From here on out, the world is going to judge you for the content of your character, not who you were in high school. So be great. The school will miss you, but the world will be happy you've arrived and we need you. Some of the best human beings I've met are sitting right in here today. Thank you so much for letting me go on this journey with you, allowing me to speak to you today. It's been a sincere honor. I cannot wait to see what you do in the future, and always remember to stay fly. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Beck. Your words will continue to inspire us as we go on into our future.
Now, Lily, that jazz combo earlier was really good.
Yeah, I just wish we could see them like one more time, right?
Well, actually, you're pretty lucky because for tonight, our last performance is going to be our jazz ensemble, One More Time. Let's give it up for jazz performing Good Old Days by Macklemore and Kesha.
Do mic test.
No, do mic test. Hello. Can I get the mic? Hello.
No.
Mic.
Mics work, yeah.
Mic.
The guy's doing it.
Mike. Hi, guys. So we know you've already heard the song Good Old Days, but now that you've heard it again, now you can sing it with us. And let me just say, we play our instruments for a reason, not singing, but you're gonna, hopefully join in. So we're gonna play Good Old Days.
Thinking about the fans. We were underground, loaded merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota. And the snow outside of First Ave just wanted my name in a star. Now look at where we are, still growing up. Still growing up. Be laying in my bed, think about what I've become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be someone. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. It's those good old days.
Wish I made it to homecoming and got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would have gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I didn't worry about what the people thought was comfortable myself. Rooftop open and the stars above. Moments frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me and you in that futon, we just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I'm proud. I ain't so worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I've got some scars. I've been around. I've felt some pain. I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days. You don't know what you've got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you've got till it goes, till it's gone. I someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wow, thank you again, Jazz. Every time you perform, we are blown away by your talent. Woo!
Also, thank you to the class parents, class advisors, and Dublin High staff for the countless hours of work you've put in so that we can make so many amazing memories here at Dublin High. Thank you also to Cornerstone Fellowship for hosting our event today.
The last 4 years really have been the good old days, but there are so many exciting opportunities just around the corner for us as we take our next step into our futures.
Before we close this evening's ceremony, we would like to congratulate all of you one last time for all that you have accomplished. We would also like to thank the parents, families, and supporters who have helped us throughout this journey. We will dearly miss you, class of 2019.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay.